Hey Stampers, welcome to another week of Watch It Weekly Wednesday. I'm Aubrey and I'm excited to share with you a new product that Stampin' Up! Has in the 2018 Occasions catalog. The product is the Brusho Crystal colors. These are really fun to play with and they go really well with the colors that we carry at Stampin' Up! So they come in Brilliant Red, Prussian Blue, Gamboge, which is like an orange, Moss Green, and Yellow. These are really cool. They are like a watercolor ink crystal, and when you mix it with water, it gives a really bright and vibrant color to your card. So I wanted to kind of give you some ideas to use with this. There are so many ways that you can use it, and I literally could sit here for an hour probably and show you a bunch of different things. But I wanted to show you the two basic ways that you can use it, and then I encourage you to get it and play with it yourself because it's really a lot of fun. So to start, you'll get your colors and they come just like this. I have put a pin in it. Stampin' Up! Told us not to even open the lid because it's a very fine powder that's inside, and if you open it, it just kind of like explodes everywhere. Kind of like how cornstarch or baby powder is. It just kind of flies everywhere. So they told us take like a push pin and just push it in the top. I did 3 different pokes into my lid so that I had a little bit more that came out. And then I just store it with the push pin right in so that it doesn't go anywhere, the color doesn't come out. But that's a good tip with the Brusho. Make sure that you don't even open the whole lid or else you're gonna have color everywhere. And this color, it's very vibrant and bright and it will make your hands that same way. So I'm sure your whole work surface would be very colorful if you got it everywhere. And I'm going to use this stamp set, the Beautiful Day. It's in the Occasions catalog as well, and I think it pairs really well with these Brusho colors. So I wanted to show you that. So I'm using watercolor paper, which I think works really well with it too. I'm going to show you one with the butterfly and one with the flower, the 2 different techniques that I want to use. I'm first going to start with an Aqua Painter, and I have embossed already this butterfly in silver. I'm going to take some blue, and I'm just going to kind of get some of my color down on there. Like that, and I'm going to put my pin right back in, and I'm going to take my Aqua Painter and I'm just going to kind of color right inside of my lines. And you can see it just picks up those crystals. I think the best word is vibrant. It's just so rich and vibrant and beautiful, and I love the look that it has. I'm just going to color that in like that, and doing the embossing, it makes it pretty easy to stay in those lines there. And then I'm just going to blow off any of that extra powder that I had on there. Okay, next I want to take some of my green. This is the Moss Green. And this is more of like a brownish type green. It's not a super bright one, but it has a really cool color to it. And I'm going to do green down here on the bottom. And I'm just going to take my Aqua Painter again and get all of my blue off that I can. And just come in here and do the green down on the bottom. Like so. Alright, I'm going to get that color off. And again, just blow off any of your extra color that you don't want. And then I'm going to bring in some yellow, just a little bit, for right there in the middle, like so. And you can see here it kind of took some of my crystals down here, but I'm just going to kind of color that in there anyway and get more of a yellowy tint down in my green, just like that. Isn't that so pretty, using those different crystal colors, and really simple. So that's how you do it using an Aqua Painter. Alright, so the next technique I want to show you is with a water spritzer, or like a spray bottle. So I'm going to use my rose on this one. And I am going to put down all of my colors at once this time. So I'm going to use some moss green here for my leaf. Now this is going to be a little bit more of an abstract look than coloring in with the Aqua Painter. And then I'm going to use this red all around for my rose, like that. And then I'm going to use some yellow for the middle, just like that. And I'm actually going to put a little bit of yellow just around the edges to kind of get that in there a little bit more. All right. I'm going to use this silicone mat to spritz on my flowers so I don't get it all over my work surface. And I'm just going to take my water and spritz. And you can see how the color is going to kind of move in there. And like I said, this is a little bit more of an abstract look for your card, but it's still so beautiful. And you can see how crystals just pick up that water and it just kind of spreads throughout the picture there. It's so pretty. And I actually love this look. I think it can be done so beautifully. So I wanted to show you some other ideas using the Brusho. These are just a few ways that you can use it. This is kind of that same spritzing technique with the butterfly. And I used the red and the orange and the yellow here. And then this is just that spritzing also. This is without an image, so you could just do this on the background of a card. And I think that would be really pretty. Just stamp a saying and, I mean, add some embellishments and you could be good to go. I think that's really pretty. This is the brilliant blue, or the Prussian blue, I'm sorry, and the moss green. This is a way you could just sprinkle some of the Brusho on and then use your Aqua Painter and just give that watercolory look. So it's very simple. Here is a rose. I embossed this rose in gold and then Aqua Paintered it with the Brusho. And then this, in this set, in the Beautiful Day, there's this little stamp. And I couldn't really tell what it was, but I thought, it kind of looks like leopard print a little bit. So I stamped all over and then did some, I think I sprinkled just yellow. And it had a little bit of orange mixed in there, but it gave it a really cool look, like leopard print a little bit. So I thought that was kind of neat too. So play with it and get a good idea of what you have. I wanted to show you also some cards that we've made up. We have done a few trades over the last couple weeks and gotten some really cool ideas, along with some that we've made up ourselves. So I wanted to show you some of those. Here's using the rose embossed in white and happy birthday. And then I just did the watercolor wash down in the back with the yellow and then used the red and the green and the yellow on the rose itself. And then here's that butterfly. I used the blue and the green and the yellow again. Very fun. Here's a butterfly using the spritzing technique. This is kind of what it looks like more once it's dried and had a chance to mix all together. Really cool look. Here's a cool watercolory butterfly. And then one more. So fun. So there's so many things that you can do. I love all the different ways that Stampin' Up's coming out with things that you can color with and add a lot of different interest to your cards or your crafts that you're making. So I challenge you to use it and try it and see if you like it and play around. It's a lot of fun. I hope that you enjoyed watching today, and we'll see you next week for another Watch It Weekly Wednesday.